Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. So it's my friends at yarnspirations.com. This is the twisted handle. This here is just using one strand. This is using two. And the difference is quite obvious in the thickness that you see. So we have used something like this in the past with the Mermaid Tears purse in 2012. And so I decided to revisit it to be able to make a handle. So this is a lot better than what people would do with a single, or like a chain work and then single crochet across and say that's done. So this here has grip to it. It's pretty strong and I think it's a great opportunity. So I'm going to demonstrate how it's done with this hook first, and then I'll demonstrate how to do it with the two strands. This concept is just a one row repeat once it gets moving. You're going to turn your project after you've finished and come out and pull out this way so that there's no friction. You're going to then put it into the first one. You're going to put it into the last one. Yarn over, pull through, then the next one, yarn over, pull through, and then the next one, yarn over and pull through. So what this does is it ends up with the 4 loops back on the hook. So you turn your project again, and you keep doing this until you get to the length that you want. So you go into the first one, go into the last, yarn over, pull through, pull over the next one, and then the next one. Okay, one more time. So turn your work, pull out. So you're just turning the hook around. And so if you use ergonomic, you're not going to be able to do that. It'll be kind of a pain. So use that non-ergonomic. And I usually don't recommend that. So in this case, it's necessary. So let me demonstrate what this will be with 2 strands. And so it's the same concept, but with 2 strands instead. Treat the 2 strands as if it's one. So put it together and create your slip knot. If you're doing a handle, make an extra long tail so that you can use that to sew it down to the bag. Okay, so don't be cheap about it. Insert your hook in. This is the 6mm size J, so it's a nice size for this. And you are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's begin the first row. To begin row number 1, you're going to go second chain from the hook, which is right here, and you were just going to get the back hump of the chain only, and you're going to you're going to stick your hook in, yarn over and pull through, shift it down to the shaft, and then keep doing that and collecting all of the chain all the way back. Okay, so you'll do it one more time. So there's only going to be 4 sets. So just look at both of these strands as 1 stitch each. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to begin the process. When you start something like this, it's a little bit of a pain because it's tight as you're beginning. So just kind of yank on it a little bit, just kind of loosen it up and turn your work and pinch underneath and carefully pull out your hook. And you are going to turn the hook around and go into the first set here, and you're going to come all the way to the last set over here. So just pretend they're one, and you're going to insert it on. Once you get more of this into your hand, it's a lot easier to hold. So yarning over, pulling it through. You're then going to go into the next set, which is closest to this side. Okay, so you're just going in, yarning over, pulling it through. And then you got your last set here, so you just got to reach in front. So just going in. And the first time you do it, it's always a little harder. So just practice makes perfect and pull through. So then you end up with the 4 sets back on here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to turn your work, pull out. You go into your first set and your last. Yarning over, pulling it through. Go into your next one, which is closest to this side where I'm wiggling. We do left and right hand videos, so if I say it's one side or the other, it doesn't work for one of the videos. And then you do the last one, so just reaching in front. And you can get yourself into a really fast rhythm with this. And what you're doing is you're strengthening up the handle, so it's going to be quite strong. So I use that in the yoga bag. So turn it around, pull out the first one, and the last. yarn over, pull through, go into the next one, yarn over, pull through, and then the last one. So the more that you can hold with your yarn feeding hand, the easier this is. So just kind of pull up on it, turn. I'll show you one more time and then I'll show you how to fasten off. So first one, last one, next one that's in a row, and the last one. And this is going to create a spiraling look on the handle. When you're all done with this, when you get to the length that you want, so you just keep on going till you get to the length. So it's better than just chaining 100 and single crocheting across and hoping that it's going to work out. So in this case, you're building it up as you go. When you're all done, just yarn over, pull through everything. Okay, and then you're just going to snip your yarn and then pull this through the final, and then when you snip it, you'll just leave a longer yarn tail, and then you can sew that down with your bag. And so you can see it's a really nice way to go. And so you can pull on this, and so you'll use this to sew to one side and this to sew to another, and this would be how you would do this concept.